Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of GMS who rules well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Just want to talk about a few things. Basically, the fact that everyone is talking about World War III. The presidents are talking about World War III. Um, so we're pretty much, we're pretty much there. But we understand the MOTB has to be implemented. Jacob Troubles has to come, right? But the whole world is talking about World War III. Everyone is getting ready for Bible prophecy.
Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Saleji, and it's Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. Yep, and your new Trends Journal is coming out very, very soon. Not it, but here it is. Here's the cover. Yep. Ready? World War III. Ready to die? That's right. We had forecast that World War III began in February, on February 22nd, 2022, when the Ukraine war began. Our cover read from COVID war to Ukraine war to World War. And now it's right in front of everybody's eyes. Here's your cover. But everyone's too blind to see. Why? Why don't you go on to the Cartoon News Network? See what the major story is. Takeaways from the appeals court hearing on Donald Trump's immunity claims. What the fuck does that have to do with trend forecasting and how it's going to help me prepare, prevail, and prosper? And does Taylor Swift like to take it up the, no, wait. Yeah, it's just crap like that. Not one word, not one thing on their front page about the Ukraine war or the Israel war. Hey, let's go to Drudge. Boom, big, right across the top. Violent political threats surge as 24 begins. Violent political surge. Hey, what's going on in the economy? Oh, no. Well, forget about that. What's going on with the Ukraine war and Israel? I'm not going to talk about that. Not one word in that whole Drudge report. Why don't you go to Yahoo? Oh, Yahoo has the best story yet. Mississippi governor in second inauguration says he wants young people to stop leaving the state. This guy got more chins than Chinatown. You should see this guy. What the fuck do I care about this? Not one word. Not one word. You look through all of the top ones, nothing about the Ukraine war and the Israel war that are ramping up.
All right, that's pretty much it. This dude, he basically said that World War III started basically when Ukraine and Russia went to war. And I mean that could be true. That could have been the start of things because we know and understand that World War III is the war that's going to end all wars and Yahweh Shah is going to return. And what's going to do that is the nukes, the nuclear weapons, and the chariots when they come through, and beam down fire, right? So that's pretty much it. With this part right here. World War Three. This is just me blowing the trumpet. World War Three. People talking about World War Three everywhere. Even I was watching the Canadian prepper, and he was saying Donald Trump's whole thing about his reelections is if you vote for him, he's gonna make sure World War Three doesn't happen. So basically, everyone knows what's happening. Everyone is figuring out what's happening about prophecy, right? It's an article on End Times headline. It says, Putin ally says World War Three will definitely begin soon in the Middle East. Hey, that's great news for us. Okay, so this is the person that said this thing right here. Let's see what this is. She's a Russian media executive. She's the editor-in-chief of the Russian state-controlled broadcaster RT, as well as state-owned media group. All right, so I guess she owns RT. news. She's definitely Russian. Let's see what it's talking about. We're gonna call her Margarita. Margarita, editor in chief of the Russian state-owned broadcaster RT, predicted on Monday that World War III will definitely break out in the Middle East. And I mean, she ain't predict nothing. I can only assume that she's watching the prophets of GMS and just saying that. Because I mean, why would you predict that? What will make you predict that? I mean, there's a lot going on over there right now. So, but who knows? In a series of posts to X, formerly Twitter, Margarita, who the U.S. State Department deems a Kremlin, let's see what they deem her, propagandist. So basically, fake news. And Kremlin is over there. I believe that's a state, or I mean, not a state, or like a piece of land or something that is owned by Russia. Let's see. Let's do maps. Let me see. Oh, Moscow Kremlin. Okay. This is also a Kremlin thing right there. Oh, that's something else. All right. Anyway, raise questions about when world powers, including the United States, will spark a major conflict, although she claimed that Russia will sit out of the impending war. It's kind of impossible. And now the Third World War, Margarita posted on X Monday evening, whether a world war will break out now or a little later depends on whether Washington, which is the United States, believes that it will be useful to it now. Babylon the Great. So she's saying that World War III is going to break out when United States determine whether, oh, okay, we need the war now or we need it later, or vice versa. Judging by the silence of the American media, they are still thinking, right? And just like that one dude was just watching it, no one's talking about it, right? No one's talking about Ukraine, no one's talking about Israel like that, the major media and things like that. And she's saying it's because they're still thinking. A world war will definitely start, Margarita said in a separate post on Monday, and with almost complete probability precisely in the Middle East. Several countries, a part of the NATO military alliance, have taken steps to prepare for the chance of war and Ukraine breaking into other parts of Europe. Biden has also warned of U.S. being pulled into a direct conflict with Russia if Moscow is successful in its goals in Ukraine. And I mean, I don't see them not being successful. Urging Congress in a statement in December to sign off on additional military aid to send to, this is the leader of Russia, I mean, Ukraine, that guy. Putin has also warned about taking a greater action against Western countries for their support of Ukraine's military, telling reporters on New Year's Day that Moscow's real enemy was not Ukraine itself, but those who want to destroy Russian statehood and to achieve, as they say, a strategic defeat of Russia on the battlefield, right? And I went into that in one of my other videos where this dude, the Ukrainian president was trying to make peace deals or ceasefires and things like that, but Babylon the Great was like, nah, keep fighting, keep going into war, and that I went into the fact that they're trying to kill off, people, and this is just some people they killing off, and they're paying this Ukrainian president money. He's buying up like mansions and stuff all over the world now. Therefore, though it has been their goal to deal with Russia from time immemorial, we will deal with them faster, it seems, Putin added, referring to Western allies like US. Let's see what that. I'm pretty sure it's like slowly, gradualism, something like that. It says used to refer to a point of time in the past that was so long ago that people have no knowledge or memory of it. Okay, yeah, I went into an article about this too when Russia was saying that basically just like GMS says and everything. I mean, pretty much, because that's what I listen to. But they said this is not the same Soviet Union you dealt with before. This is something new, right? And the scriptures say put hooks in the jaws for Russia, which we're gonna get into right here. I believe that's the one. We deal with them faster, it seems. Putin added, referring to Western allies. Yeah, so Putin ain't playing, bro. And basically, this whole thing is World War III will definitely begin soon in the Middle East. Yep, facts. This is immediate the Middle East right here, right here, right here. Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is this, the Levant region. It says the Levant is an approximate historical geographical term referring to a large area in the eastern Mediterranean region of West Asia, and its nearest sense, which is in use today, is archaeology. Sorry, archaeology. Yep. In other cultural contexts, it is equivalent to Cyprus and a stretch of land bordering the Mediterranean Sea in Western Asia. So that's basically it right there, right? There you go. And I will plead with them there for me. I'll start over. Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people, the Israelites, the elect, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they may drink, right? And they have done a lot to us, put us in slavery, sold us to each other among themselves and things like that. Took our land, parted among themselves. They in Gaza right now fighting about it. Joel 3:4, yeah. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? That's just Esau. Will ye render me a recompense, the heathen? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it into your temples, my goodly peasant things, right? They took everything that was holy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and took that and did some stuff to it, like got it in their possession and things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border, right? Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and return your recompense upon your own head, right? Reward, the scripture said, reward him double. And I will sell your sons, and that's what we're gonna do. That's the patience in the face of the patience and the faith of the saints. We were waiting on Yahweh Shai to crack them, the sky, come through with them clouds, which is the chariots, and the Most High Yahweh Bashem Shai to make good on his promises that he's promised to us and our forefathers, which he will. He's not a man that he lies, right? And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for the land have spoken it. Right? That's Esau going into slavery, which is going to happen. Right? All heathen are going into slavery. You know? Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And that's what's happening. That's what's going to happen in the so-called Middle East, that Levant region, like this lady is predicting. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong, right? Ain't no more because Russia is talking a lot about trying to grow agriculturally, start farming, all type of ain't no more of that. It's wartime. It's the end of the world time. Right? It's time for Yahushua to come back. Joel 3:11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the Levet region, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right? And the Most High is definitely for to judge these people. All right? It's going to get into it. It's reached up to heaven, your wickedness. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great, right? That's basically describing so much sin and so much thing that they're trying to accomplish, right? Hold on, my thing messed up. Yep, right there. This is Psalms 2, and let me get it right here. Psalms 2, 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together. What's happening in with Davos right now? Against the Lord. Again, yeah, and these people are saying Yahweh Shai is fake news and the Most High don't exist. But on one hand, they're saying, oh, we got to keep the Israelites in sin and cut them off so they can't be a nation. These people are fucking retarded, right? Against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. And man, oh man, are we laughing right now? All right, because the shit that is just crazy to us because you're not gonna succeed. Multitudes, multitudes, this is Joel 3 and 4. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision, right? Though it tarry, it will come, it is near. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining, right? It's going to be crazy times. The smoke and everything of when Yahushua comes down, it's going to be crazy. Joel 3 and 16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from the Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel, right? So when all this thing's going down, and when these wars happening and everything like that, we're going to be protected. We're going to be covered. So ye shall know that I am the Lord your God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore, right? And it's double fold because Jerusalem is a people too. You know what I mean? It's us because we're here. We're scattered around, but especially in Babylon the Great. You know, we're gonna need that covering. You know, and we are roaring right now, bringing down strongholds. You know, with this word. And you go, Judah will be blessed. So after all this comes to pass, we're gonna be blessed. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation, for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion, right? And that's that new covenant. You know, the law being put in our Aaron's parts. Like we're gonna be cleansed, we're gonna be holy, we're gonna be, new bodies and things like that, right? And we're gonna dwell forever from generation to generation, right? And this place, Babylon the Great, is gonna be destroyed. But yeah, war is coming, and yeah, like this lady said, she predicted it definitely begins soon in the Middle East, and I think you might be right, Miss Margarita. I think you might be right. So with that, I just want to say shalom, just blowing on the trumpet, shalom.